Hi everybody, Mars here again, the professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. Masters week, the sun has finally come out, everything feels a little bit better. But is your swing ready? Could your swing take on Augusta? Probably not for any of us, but let's try and get ourselves into good golfing shape now. Now's the time, probably if you want to have a lesson or two, just as we start the season. I always think people should have their lessons now rather than deep into sort of June and July when you should be playing all the time. So let's just see if we can knock off a little potential fault that some of you may have, and it is an overswing. Now, this is obviously not going to apply to all of you, but an overswing is a very destructive shot. So the first thing you've got to work out is, why do I overswing? So do you hinge your wrist a bit too early and over rotate here? Could be that. Obviously the key to that would be making sure there's no wrist hinge in this hip high position and then up to a good top of your backswing position. So that's one. Much more common for overswingers is this incorrect hip shift and weight distribution. So as you start to swing back, you know you want to turn your hips, but the weight goes forward. And there you go, just over a little bit. That's a really, really hard recovery to hit a good shot. People always talk about John Daly's overswing, but I think you should never look at freakish natural talents like that. I remember his overswing was more almost an extra wrist hinge at the top of his swing as it pointed down. He was in this perfectly athletic position, but he just sort of hinged a little bit too much. So in that little wrist hinge is, some people as well, a slight loss of grip pressure. The club comes a bit loose at the top and that will make it tilt down. Not so dangerous, but obviously you have to re-grip again. So here's my little 2-stick drill for a good way of stopping your overswing and feeling what is the correct shoulder turn as well to get to a nice top of your backswing position. 2 sticks. If you don't have alignment sticks, you just use 2 clubs. This stick on the ground, you're going to put opposite your right heel. You're going to cross this other one across your shoulders. Tilt forward into your ready to hit position and turn this stick back till it points at that one. And in that motion will stop you hopefully overswinging, because I want you in a position which is high and wide but full of control. Because let's be honest, if you start to get to different top of your backswing positions, how really are you going to return it back squarely into the back of the ball? So I want that correct position, and then you've got every chance of making your athletic impact position. So just a quickie this week. Look, I hope you all get out and really enjoy some golf this weekend. Weather's set fair for the rest of the week. The greenkeeper has cut everything now, I think, which is a challenge in its own when the grass is like this. I'm sure a lot of you are still looking at your lawns thinking, I really need to get out and cut that. So see you all at the weekend, and let's hope for some more great weather.